Saltburn, the sophomore film from writer-director Emerald Fennell, is a depraved, wild film that is sure to turn some heads. With a knockout performance from Barry Keoghan, Saltburn is a mostly entertaining thriller. I just wish the movie stuck the landing. Barry Keoghan gives an excellent performance as freshman Oxford student Oliver Quick. When Oliver arrives, other students poke fun at him and treat him as if he's a ghost. But after meeting the charismatic aristocrat Felix, Oliver integrates himself amongst the popular elite. Oliver and Felix quickly become best bros, and the moment Oliver thinks Felix is done with him, he opens up to tell Felix of his troubled family history, thus motivating Felix to invite Oliver to his home estate, Saltburn. Saltburn is yet more proof that Barry Keoghan is one of the most talented actors working in Hollywood today. He slips into this dual role with such ease that it comes off as effortless. Oliver can be polite and nice one moment, but then turn completely creepy and psychopathic in the next. It's Keoghan's dark performance that keeps the audience on his toes, wondering what he's going to do next. Then there's Jacob Elordi, from Euphoria fame, who plays Felix. The film treats Felix as if he's a Greek god carved out of stone, as the camera constantly gawks at him. Felix is an alluring character, and like Oliver, we too see Felix from afar, wanting to join Felix's table, or wanting to join in his conversations. Then there's the great moment in the film where Felix is giving Oliver a tour of his house, or rather his castle, and he's moving along room after room, just spewing out random bits of information about the house. It's a standout moment and one of the funniest scenes of the film. The introduction to Felix's parents is when Fennell really lays it on thick with the social commentary of the rich. Felix's mother, played by the fantastic Rosamund Pike, enjoys a little bit of gossip and has a knack for some melodrama. Then there's Felix's father, Sir James, a man of few words, yet has an adolescent vibe about him. So we have the setup and we have the players. So what is this movie about? I'm about to go into spoiler territory here, so consider yourself warned. Well, the best way I can describe this movie is that it's not really about the have and have-nots. It's about the haves and wants more. Oliver is clearly an unhinged psychopath that desires what Felix has. He wants to be Felix. He wants wealth. He wants Saltburn. And he's going to do whatever it takes to acquire what he wants, slowly and piece by piece. And what I love about how Oliver is presented is that we think we know who he is. But over the course of the film, he becomes unhinged and downright disturbing. We think we know him until this motherfucker starts licking a bathtub, or starts going down on a woman who's on her period.
What the fuck?
It's only after these bizarre moments that we start to question who he is and what his motivations are. And it isn't until Felix takes Oliver home for his birthday and sees that Oliver has been lying this whole time about his family that we stand up and scream, "Aha! I knew this psycho was up to no good."
I knew it!
It's in the final moments of the film where Oliver's intentions become clear. He has slowly manipulated this entire family so that he can have what they have. If you've seen the wonderful 1999 film, The Talented Mr. Ripley, this will all sound familiar here. And this is where the film fell a little flat to me. Now, there were two outcomes I would have preferred. One is that Oliver was just an agent of chaos, wanting to have some fun with this family because fuck the rich. I can imagine an ending where he's like, "Okay, I'm done fucking with this family now. I want to go back to school. That sure was fun, wasn't it?" I'm sure most people probably would hate that kind of ending, but I think it would have been a bolder move than what we actually got. The second ending I would have preferred is if the film left Oliver's motivations a mystery. If the film withheld some of this information, it would have left us wondering. It would have been a film we could all discuss and dissect. Instead, what we get is clear, cut, dry motivation of, I just want what these people have, so I'm going to secretly destroy them one by one until I get it. Which, I suppose, is satisfying, but it's not really saying anything. I just wish there was more meat on the bone in the end. And lastly, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but did anyone else think that most of this movie shared the same plot as a lot of teen comedies? For half of this film, it felt like a drama thriller version of a teen comedy plot. You know, those comedies where the protagonist is a quiet loner that doesn't quite fit in, but then they befriend someone popular and they start to change. And in order to get in with the popular clique, the protagonist has to tell a fib or two, but then the other characters find out the truth at the end of the second act and it all comes crashing down. I don't know. I don't have anything really profound to say here. I just thought it felt like a familiar plot just dressed up in a different genre. Luckily, this movie evolves and gets weird as shit in the second half. With stellar performances across the board and a mostly entertaining plot, this is a pretty solid little thriller. It may be too wild for some. I didn't even talk about Homeboy fucking the grave of Felix. If you stick it out, I think it's mostly worth it. I just wish this movie had more to say and would have preferred a stronger, more satisfying conclusion to the story. But those are just my overall thoughts. What did you think?